What is going on, guys? Johnny on the track here with another video. Best bets and drivers to watch for at Atlanta. But before we start, just want to shout out the huge win that we got with Tyler Reddick last weekend for his first Cup win at Road America. I said look out for Reddick. I was super confident with all my bets last week. Unfortunately, Alex Bowman and William Byron didn't pull through. But a guy that I said I think he's going to get it done. And that was Tyler Reddick. He got it done for us. Huge payout. Michael McDowell helped us out with a top 10, which, added a little extra cushion for us. But just a great weekend. This weekend, a little different. I'm not as confident as I was last week with my bets, so please take that with a grain of salt. But next weekend, I'm already looking forward to next weekend. I will be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I will be making content. I will be making content from the track, which is going to be an awesome experience for me. That'll be the first time I have like a pit pass, pre-race pit pass. So I just can't wait for that. And I already have some great bets ready to roll for that. I've had that one circled on the calendar for me for months now. Had the pass all the way back at Christmas. And I was doing my research, for that race because it'll feel good when we win. And I'm right there live the minute, whoever wins crosses that checkered, bang, let's go. There's my money. So I'm already looking forward to that. But like I said, this week, Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Quaker State, I believe, Quaker State 400. Little different because the first time we visited Atlanta, it was a 500-mile race. We are now at Atlanta for a 400-mile race. So I think 25 cars finished on the lead lap last time we were here. It's a super speedway. So I still expect a lot of chaos. But I will say, that was 500 miles. This is 400 miles. I expect this race to look a little different. Also, Atlanta, really unique track, really unlike any other track. There's a 1.5 mile super speedway with the way they repaved this. With the next gen car, this is as super speedway as you will find. It's right up there with Daytona and Dega. Rumors about Michigan possibly acting like a super speedway, but I don't think it'll play out like Atlanta Motor Speedway and the changes they've made to this track. So should be tough. Should be a fun one to watch. Always fun to watch a super speedway race, especially now that we've got two races at Atlanta. I think that was good for the schedule to keep two, especially turn this to a super speedway. So without further ado, let's get into this. First bet I've got is Chris Buescher to win this thing. He's been gaining a lot of confidence recently. So second at Sonoma a couple weeks back, sixth at Road America last weekend, finished seventh here earlier this year. And if you remember way back early on, RFK swept the duels, which, obviously things have changed. People have got experience with these next gen cars. But definitely worth noting because I think with the confidence that's been building with Buescher with some good runs these past couple months, I think he can look at that and say, "Hey, I want a duel. Why can't I make my way to the front, win this race in Atlanta?" Only way for Chris Buescher at this point to get into the playoffs is with a win. That is for both him and Brad Keselowski. Keselowski has not been as good as Buescher has been this season. I like his momentum. I like what he did earlier this year at this track, and I think Buescher can get it done for his second career win. So I look to Chris Buescher to get a win there. Second guy I'm looking at, and it's not to win, it is for a top 10, is a guy who's really struggled these last few months, and that is Corey LaJoie. So if we look back to the first Atlanta race, Corey LaJoie had his career best fifth place finish at Atlanta. He's been a pretty good super speedway racer over his career. He finished 14th at Dega and Daytona this year. Like I said, fifth at Atlanta. If you remember, he was leading laps towards the end of the Daytona spring race last year. I think LaJoie for a long shot top 10 is a great bet, especially since he's really struggled the last couple months. I think this would be a huge momentum builder for that team and for Corey if he can get a good result here at Atlanta. Third bet, probably my favorite of the weekend is Ryan Blaney to win. Ryan Blaney over the last, I would say 3 to 5 years now, has really shown that he is probably right now the best super speedway racer we have in the sport. He's won a super speedway race the last 3 years, fourth at Daytona earlier this year. And the thing that's unique about Blaney is some guys like a Denny Hamlin, they kind of are super patient, might hang back early in the race. Ryan Blaney is really, I mean, he likes to run up front throughout the duration of the race. He scores a lot of points and he's there when it counts. And I think he'll be there when it counts this weekend. I like Ryan Blaney to win this thing. I like Austin Dillon to possibly steal a win here. Guys, there's not many races left. So if you're one of those guys on the cut line, like an Austin Dillon, like a Chris Buescher, I mean, you can even, I guess you could throw Corey LaJoie's name up there, but any of those guys, right? They've got to win to get in. And there's two really good chances left for anybody. It's Atlanta and it's Daytona, that last race of the season. So a guy like Austin Dillon, 3 top 5s this year, second at Talladega earlier this year, always at the end of these things, won a Daytona 500. I like Austin Dillon to get it done. Let's also add to the fact that his teammate, Tyler Reddick, just got a win last weekend. So hopefully that whole organization has momentum. And there's rumblings right now, what is Austin Dillon? Is he a guy that can win races in Cup? I think a statement win would shut a lot of those doubters up. And, a lot of people, right? They're saying, hey, he's Richard Childress's grandson. That's the only reason he's in this ride. That's the only reason he's stuck around for so long. I think if Austin Dillon can win this weekend, clinch himself into the playoffs, he can shut a lot of those people up. And there's been a lot because follow me on Twitter at JOTT_podcast. But I see on Twitter a lot of people calling out Austin Dillon when his teammate Reddick is getting results. Eric Jones to win, another guy that I like to win this weekend. He was leading at Dega and he just couldn't get it done. He didn't stay at the bottom. He was almost 2 in his own head. And I know that's coming from like a fan and somebody watching, I'm sure he would say like, hey dude, what the heck do you know about that? But at the same time, like, look, he made a decision last minute that was the wrong decision. And it cost him the race. He has shown flashes this year that he can win races in the Cup Series, Auto Club, Talladega, Bristol at the Martinsville, one of the short tracks he was good at. I apologize, I don't have it up in front of me, but we've seen flashes of Eric Jones. We've seen speed in that 43 car. The question is, can he put it all together and get it done? I like it. I like him this weekend. I really think he can get an upset win. Hey, look, he's just got to be up there like he was at Dega and make the right choice this time. And that's easier said than done. But I think Eric Jones, no matter what, is going to be in this thing at the end. And then my favorite bet of the weekend is a Michael McDowell top 10. Do it, people. Ride the Michael McDowell wave. This is his best statistical season by a long shot. He's coming off another great run at Road America. I mean, there's not enough you can say about Michael McDowell's season this year. He's got 2 top 10s at super speedways earlier this season, a 7th place and an 8th place. He's going to come in at plus money for a top 10. This is the easiest bet you'll make all weekend. Michael McDowell, a top 10. I don't think he's going to win, but Michael McDowell, an experienced speedway racer, a guy that has so much momentum and luck brewing on his side. An easy win, I think, for us all. So we will run through them one more time. I like Chris Buescher to win. I like Ryan Blaney to win. I like Austin Dillon to win. I like Eric Jones to win. And I also like top 10s from Corey LaJoie and Michael McDowell. I want to know what you guys think. Please put it in the comments. And yeah, give us a like and subscribe. For more content, like I said, I'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the next race in 2 weeks. And yeah, I just super excited. So be on the lookout for some content that'll come from on the track and hopefully with the drivers. So we'll see. Thanks.